Good evening, YouTube. Brew by me, back again. Gonna do another review tonight. Brew by me, say brew. bbbathlive.com. My moose head glass. So tonight I'm gonna be reviewing from the Traflager Brewing Company in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, the Hop Nouveau 2012, which is the new hop season, all Ontario grown wet hops and malt. So all the malt and all the hops came from the province of Ontario. It's wet hopped, so there's going to be tons and tons of hops. I reviewed this one 2011's version last year, so this year I'm going to review this version. It's 5% ABV. There's a bunch of crud on the bottom, so I'm just going to mix it up a little bit, see if I can get it going. And the standard Traflager cap there, the lighthouse. That's what the bottle looks like. Let's open her up and see what we get. Smells good. Now, Traflager, unfortunately, some of their beers are good and some of their beers are horrible. I believe I reviewed the 2011 version of this last year and it was good. So I'm hoping that this year's version is just as good. Okay. So it's unfiltered. It's dark straw in color, almost amber. There's a hurricane of carbonation going on in there. I don't think you can see it because of the color of the beer. 3 fingers of head, very beige in color head, very tiny. It's kind of like a, give me a second here, it's kind of like a milkshake kind of head. Looks pretty good. Let's give her a smell, and look, it's not moving. It's like jello or cream. It smells okay. Yeah, you get a nice fresh hop smells, some citrus, some earthy, some floral, some kind of herbal kind of hops in there. Some sweet crystal malt, caramel malt, 2-row pale, and that's about it. There's a nice sweetness on the nose, and it has some nice smells, and now the head's leaning over. It's one crazy ass head. Look at that head, it's crazy. Wow. I'm not getting too much right now because all it is head. Okay, there we go. So you take a swig of this, minus the head, you finally get to the beer. There's a very bittersweet kind of taste to it. When I say bittersweet, it's bittersweet. There's more bitter than sweetness, but it's semi-balanced. You do pick up the nice sweet malt characters there, your 2-row, your crystal, your caramel, and then wham! It's like a mouthful of hoply bitterness. Lots and lots of hops. There's some citrus characters there, kind of like white grapefruit, a slight bit of lemon characters, a very faint amount of tropical characters, some grassy, earthy kind of notes there. light to medium body, more on the light side than the medium side. It finishes quite dry. It is kind of refreshing, but keep in mind that there's a whole lot of hops in here, and if you like hops, then fine, no problem. But for the most part, it's a pretty decent IPA. You know, not one of my favorites, but they did a fairly good job, thank God. You know, there's not much more to say about it. Excuse me. Except for the fact that if you guys can find it and you want to try a really hoppy beer, give it a whirl. If not, don't worry about it. There's only limited quantities, so if you can find it, get it. If not, oh well, maybe next year. So, on that note, guys, I really can't give you a hop profile, seeing there's a whack load of different hops in here. And the malt profile, I pretty much gave it to you. You got your 2-row crystal caramel malt. That's about it. So, anyways, guys, girls, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, leave any suggestions or ideas in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.